Now, my next guest had a controversial experience this week with Twitter, and he's here to tell us about it. Center for Immigration Studies Executive Director Mark Krikorian joins me now. All right, Mark, tell us what happened.
We tried to promote some tweets. This is a paid ad, and some of them were accepted, some of them weren't. The ones they rejected had the words illegal alien or criminal alien in them. They weren't controversial otherwise, and so we wanted to know what was up. Was that the reason? They told us it was because of hateful content. Wow. And so only when we started to make a fuss and Fox News and The Hill and some other people called up Twitter, the reporters called them up, only then did they back off and say, oh, sorry, it was all a mistake. We didn't mean to do any of that. I don't believe it.
Well, look, you know what the problem is, Mark? So many people are having content banned or not included or things. I spoke to someone today who said she had something on Google 2 years ago. It was up, now it's down. She said she can't find it. So what's happening is they are now changing our lexicon, the dictionary. And if hate speech, the word illegal alien is hate speech, why does Title 8 of the USC include the words criminal alien, unauthorized alien? I mean, these are words that are in our statutes, in our laws passed by Congress, and they now are comfortable taking it out. But I'm telling you, Mark, this is the beginning of their attempt to not only control our First Amendment free speech, but to stop us from speaking. And, you know, this is where Europe is. I mean, what can we do about this, Mark?
All we can do is we got to push back all the time. This happened to us a few months ago with a couple of these tweets. We kind of let it slide. That was a mistake. Everybody needs to push back every time this happens and make a fuss about it, because when you turn the lights on, the cockroaches scatter. When you focus attention on their attempt to manipulate language, they will back off. At least that's our experience.
Okay, and you know what's interesting is that this week, the Dalai Lama, something that he said caught my attention. I was blown away. I read it twice. You know, he talked about Europe being for the Europeans and refugees should go home and rebuild. What's your reaction to what many perceive as a controversial statement, and a statement that, but for the Dalai Lama, I guarantee would have been expunged as hate content?
Well, it's the whole point to refugees is you protect them while there's a war or something going on so that they can go home and rebuild. Of course, that's what they should be doing. A lot of the Syrians now want to be going home. Lebanon wants to send them home. UN doesn't want them to go home. That's just not the way refugees are supposed to work. Well,
and you know what? When you think about it, Mark, I mean, you know, with these refugees, I mean, they're used to a climate. They're used to a particular language. They're used to, you know, their fellow countrymen, their food. I mean, you know, if you live in Syria, I can't imagine that, you know, living in New York is the way to go. But anyway, Mark Krikorian, thanks so much for being here. Keep up the fight. We're going to stay on this, Mark.
Thank you.
All right.